Hi, my name is Duane Johnson. It is January 21st, 2018. This is my Bio 230 lab video, week two's assignment, Histology. We're going to be discussing the function and structure of tissues. To start with, we are going to start with epithelial tissue. Now, the function of epithelial tissue is to protect all the outside of the body and the insides of the body, to protect the insides of the organs and such. It can be found as hair, skin, nails, keratinized tissues. It lines the GI tract. It also lines the airway tract, the reproductive system, and even the blood vessels, the endothelium. It controls permeability, and the structures of the epithelium, the epithelial, are they're large sheets of cells that are nearly always avascular, allows for nutrients to diffuse and absorb throughout the body. Their structures are squamous cells, cuboidal, columnar, and their shape dictates their function. The next we have connective tissues. Their functions is basically to connect tissues and connects tissues and organs together while also supporting and protecting them. This is to encompass throughout like the entire body, the skeletal system, muscular, connective tissues, forms tendons, transports fluids and nutrients and waste. It contains adipose, which is the fatty cells of the body that support and also kind of absorb the shock of trauma throughout the body. It also has loose and dense connective tissues that can be found between many of the organs. Their structures basically, dense connective tissues are reinforced bundled fibers that provide tensile strength, elasticity, and protection. Loose connective tissues, the fluids are or the fibers are loosely organized, and leaving large spaces in between for nutrients and such to get through like selective permeability, I believe. So you have supportive connective tissue, such as like bones, cartilage, that have few distinct cells and are densely packed fibers in a matrix. Next, we have the muscle tissues. This would be a cardiac, smooth, and skeletal. Their functions. Skeletal muscles provide voluntary movement. They produce heat and protect organs. Cardiac muscle contracts to pump blood throughout the body, and smooth muscle controls involuntary movements, controls respirations, regulates blood flow, and moves food throughout the body. Its structures are, for skeletal muscle, they look more like long cylindrical, striated, peripherally located nuclei. The cardiac muscle have short, branch, striated, single nuclei per fiber, per muscle fiber. They're short and spindle-like. Smooth muscle, they're short and spindle-like fibers. There's no evident striations, and they have a single nuclei. Now, connective tissues, their functions are they're pretty much comprised of neuroglia and glia cells. They receive and respond to electrical signals in what's called action potential. Their structure, they're pretty much comprised of like neurons within cytoplasm and organelles with a nucleus. They have dendrites off the body and an axiom tail composed of myelin. And that is my video. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.